everyone. In this video I'll show you how you can easily convert decimals to fractions, right? Now the thing to remember is in order to convert decimals to fractions, we need to multiply the numerator and the denominator by 10 and so on, depending on how many numbers there are after the decimal point. Let's do an example. Let's say we had to convert 0.2 into a fraction. So 0.2 is a decimal number. Now, how do we convert it? Firstly, we write it out as a fraction. So 0.2, always do this, right? Put the decimal over 1. Okay, now it's a fraction. Now, because there's only one number after the decimal point, which is 2, that means we'll multiply by 10 only. Count the zeros, right? We have 1 0 and we have one number after the decimal point. Okay, so what does this give us? So 0.2 multiplied by 10 is 2 and 1 multiplied by 10 is 10. Now we can also simplify this fraction, right? If you know how to simplify the fractions. So 2 over 10. Okay, 2 goes into 2 one time and 2 goes into 10 5 times, right? Because 5 times 2 is 10. This means we have simplified the fraction 2 over 10 to 1 over 5, and that's the answer. So we have converted the decimal number 0.2 to a fraction which is 1 over 5 after simplification. We'll try another example. Okay, so say for example we had the number 0.75. How do we convert this? So firstly we'll write it as a fraction which is over 1. Now what do we multiply 0.75 with? Is it 10 or 100? It will be 100. Why? Because we need two zeros here, right? Because there is two numbers after the decimal point, 7 and 5. So we'll do the same to the denominator. So this becomes 75 over 100 because 0.75 multiplied by 100 gives us 75 and 1 multiplied by 100 gives us 100. Now can we simplify this fraction? Yes, we can. There is a number that goes into 75 and 100, which is 25. So 25 goes into 75 3 times and 25 goes into 100 4 times. That means the simplified answer or the fraction is 3 over 4 or 3/4. So we have converted the decimal number 0.75 to a fraction which is 3 over 4 or 3/4. Let's try another example. Now say for example we had the decimal number 0.333 that we have to convert to a fraction. So we'll follow the same procedure. Firstly we'll write it out as a fraction there. Now we need to determine what do we multiply the numerator and the denominator with. Is it 10, 100 or 1000? It will be 1000. We'll use 3 zeros because there is 3 numbers after the decimal point. So multiply it by 1000. And when we multiply by 1000 we get 333 over 1000. Now can we simplify this fraction? I don't think so, right? We can't simplify this further. So the answer is 333 over 1000. So we have converted 0.333 to a fraction which is 333 over 1000. Now let's try another example. Okay, so let's say if we had the number 2.35. How do we convert this, right? So far the examples we did, the decimal number started with 0, right? But this time we have a whole number, it's 2. So how do we convert this? Very simple. We leave the 2 aside, right? Leave the 2 as it is. We only work on 0.35. So following the same procedure, we'll write it out like this: 0.35 over 1. Now we have to multiply this by 100 because there are two numbers after the decimal point. We'll do the same with the denominator. So once we multiply, we get 35 over 100 because 0.35 multiplied by 100 is 35 and 1 multiplied by 100 is 100. So can we simplify this fraction? Yes, we can. Now we can use the number 5, right? Because 35 and 100 are divisible by 5. So how many times does 5 go into 35? 7 times, right? 7 times 5 is 35. And how many times does 5 go into 20? 20 times, right? Because 20 times 5 is 100. So the simplified fraction here is 7 over 20. And now we bring in the 2, which is a whole number, right? From there. So the final answer becomes 2 and 7 over 20. Remember, 2 is a whole number, okay? And the fraction we have is 7 over 20. So we don't do anything with the 2, right? We just work on the numbers that are after the decimal point. And that's how you can convert decimal numbers to fractions. I hope this video does help you. Thank you for watching and please subscribe for more.